Sorry, YouTube people. I clicked go live before I updated the stream title there. It is not OTA day, it is day after. Morning, Chuki. Thank you for the 58 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Looking at this is top 50% latest patch. Did Ajax break the meta? Let's sort by game count to start. The good old boy having a little bit of a rough go of it. Noteworthy that all of these popular decks are pretty low here, huh? Hey, that's our clutter deck. Is our clutter deck the best performing of the bigger sample? Yeah, Clog Viper. We played this yesterday on stream and it felt really good. It'll be the highlight tonight of the YouTube channel. Lord Francisco, thank you for the 14 months. Spraggle, thank you for the 2/3 of a year. Cardboard Tech, thank you for the Hawaii 5-0. Good morning, good morning. Currently logging tickets in Excel. Yes, we did. We did get to learn which services are not on Linux this today. Good luck. Godspeed, IT professionals. Arano, thank you for the 57 months. Appreciate the almost 5 years. I believe White Widow is in the Datamine Spotlight caches. I'm gonna run down over here. I think she was in there, though. Ooh, this is a little surprising. Although, is it? I guess... So the performance on this one is down, but I believe Arishem's play rate is down overall, too, though. Yeah, Arishem continues to fall. Sub 30% now. Dang Chi still floating up around half. I think the #1 thing Arishem shows to me is that card gamers just don't like playing card games by and large. When there's a good deck that's popular and it's not Arishem, which has guaranteed varied play patterns, people complain that it's too redundant and repetitive. And when Arishem's good and popular, people complain that Arishem's not fun to play against because it's too random. I assume the reality is simply... people just don't like losing games with Marvel Stab. Oh, I saw this pile of cards on Twitter, speaking of Ajax. Yeah, people are just unhappy when they're not winning every game. It's like what it comes down to. Take an excuse to play our golden Ajax. Hazmat's only fool's gold, yeah. Work on some point. She blends in inconspicuously, though. Viper, Werewolf, Ajax. You know, all the good cards. I'm glad to see people are still killing it with the Circe Clutter deck. Lockjaw with Gwenpool is interesting. Fewer bits of top end. It's a neat take. Do you have Gold Baron Mordor? Of course I have a Gold Baron Mordor. What kind of stupid question is that? I'm honestly offended you asked. Discard Gwen. Ooh! Discard Gwen with Lockjaw? Alright. I'm picking up what you're putting down, Gibbers. Virgo, thank you for the 20 bucks. Appreciate it. A lot of gold. I love gold, chat. Not a lot of samples up here on a lot of things yet. Very, very tiny. The tier list page does not have much on it at the moment. What it has looks a little grim though, although it's weird that there aren't really, I wonder if there's something off with their sorting at the moment. Usually there isn't this many just raw card names. It makes me think the groupings are probably clunky at the moment. Alright, let's play some games. I've got some things from the internet. I've got some things that I put together that I want to try. Oh, let's tap our ad break before we do that, huh? We'll see you in 120 seconds. What are we gonna kick off with? Let's give the early crew some Cerebro. Let's start with Cerebro 5 featuring Hydra Bob. We've got 5 1/5s now that we get to play. Let's see how that feels. Catch you in 120 seconds. Notepad open. How many characters are currently in the game? I believe there's like 280-ish. Finished my Climb to Infinite with Black Swan bounce this morning. Yeah, that looks real solid. Imagine having ads in your country. Oh, capitalism. Agent Hockey, thank you for the brand new tier 1. I appreciate that. Morning, good morning. Has Ant-Man always been a 1/5? No, he was buffed. They moved the needle on a bunch of these 1-drops that scale. Rocket and Ant-Man are both 1/5s now. Yeah, it's possible I should play even more cheap cards. I don't know, the tech card seems really appealing. We'll see how it goes. There's definitely a number of ways you can mix and match 5-power things in this archetype. What's going on, J Hut? Thank you for the third of a year. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Morning, Mora. Yeah, Alioth being, when Alioth was a 6-5, that was definitely the window of Cerebro 5 at the peak of its power. Yes, Circe can technically roll two things into the same thing. Unlikely, but it can happen. All right, Rocket Butt. Zard in the middle, so that way if Enchantress comes down, get rid of his downside. That is not great for the home team.
I am Iron Man.
You played Cerebro 0 before. Of course we played Cerebro 0 before. Okay, sure. What kind of stream do you think this is, gamer? If I buy the 2400 gold variant, do I get the avatars? Well, I don't believe so. I think the avatars are exclusive to the spotlights. So they're like almost assuredly Living Tribunal, right? So I mean this Enchantress in my deck sounds great. Noteworthy that they have Cosmo though. I don't think I'm buying the map borders. Again, borders don't really spark joy for me. They make my cards end up looking mismatched. I don't think they thought this went through, Chip.
Oh, snap.
They did the thing that Titania wants to do. They let us lock a path deterministically with her. We have Nocturne in play to clear out the limbo. That's just probably not bad for us with Enchantress and Nocturne. We pull this across. Nocturne changes this. I end up with 16 over here. I'm gonna lose the right. That's probably fine. Four points in the middle instead of the Jin. I don't need more points middle, and I think I just want to play around Nocturne choosing violence. Yeah, I'm gonna have 22 here in the middle. Well, I suppose we're just a 5-power things deck this game. Triple Quipples, thank you for the 12 months, appreciate that, welcome back. And that's the kind of nice thing about this archetype, is that you, you could just be a 5-power things deck, and it's fine. Favorite card artist in Snap? Justina. Definitely my favorite. I'm gonna play Nocturne not on the TVA, because it gives me both the option to reset the TVA, and if they're limboing the TVA.
Hands up.
Yeah, Cosmo Bit is weird. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely leaving the TVA here. Do I do this just in case they have a random Shang? Nah, I'm probably supposed to play for all three, yeah? Deck full of 5-power things, gamers. You tried Ravona in C2. No, I'm not expecting Ravona to be good in C2, and I also think Cerebro 2 is kind of poorly positioned, so it is very far down my list of priorities to try. We will probably get to it at some point, but I'm not expecting to do it anytime soon. leave it here. Should have done that from the start. Our hand was good. Uh, 100% if you're missing... Well, am I playing for here? I'm playing for here. If you're missing, Bob, you should play a 2-drop. Silk or Medusa.
I am Iron Man.
You always want to play Martyr before you play Captain Marvel, so that way Captain Marvel can move to cover Martyr. TLDR. These endgame effects happen in the order you put them out.
I am Iron Man.
Pretty gas last turn. Black Swan giving us, what, 35 points to play out? 5-7 power things? And that wasn't even our theoretical ceiling, right? Like, you could Doctor Doom with a bunch of... The like, perfect nuts setup is you Cerebro into Black Swan, and then you Doctor Doom plus 5 1-drops on the last turn. So theoretically, you could add 8-7 power things to the board in the last turn for a 56. And this deck also isn't just raw numbers, it also has interactive bits, right? We've got Nocturne and Enchantress. Yes, exactly that, Cap. It's hidden cube equity in the power output range. Getting to conceal exactly how big your final turn is going to be in a key way. What's going on, Rad? Good morning. Dr. Doom a bit worse, unfortunately. Although, if this is also a Great Web, could end up being funny. Unlucky. What's going on, Westgrid? Appreciate the 7 months. Welcome back. I think with Great Web making our Dr. Doom awkward, I'm gonna leave when they snap here.
Escaped.
I give Ant an additional one a while ago. Whenever I play a Cerebro deck, it always reminds me just how incredibly not inventive the Marvel Snap community is as a whole. Because, dear gamers, the answer to the question, what can I replace a card with that I'm missing in your Cerebro deck, is your favorite 5-power card. Ideally, you pick one that has a similar energy cost as the one you're missing. But if that doesn't exist, pick one that's close.
Face the might of Asgard, Mjolnir!
Using Ronin will report results later. Yep, that sounds like Twitch chat. We successfully threw a priority here? That's great. Wow, they drew Mjolnir right away.
Are ye worthy?
Okay, so I think my plan here is Enchantress here, Titania here, and then I can slide Nocturne, Doctor Doom on the last turn. Is this snappable? I think this is snappable, yeah? I have 22, 22, and 17. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, so I think we're actually still winning so long as Nocturne hits average variance, yeah? I don't think they're beating 22 over here. We're 16 on the left. They low rolled the second lockjaw, which is what we needed. I fucking hate everything. I fucking hate everything! Oh, Nocturne. That's fine. We were actually losing even if Nocturne, because they had high Evo Hulk on 1. We were actually losing regardless, right? They drew Mjolnir 3 turns in a row. They played Thor on turn 3 and then drew the hammer on turns 4, 5, and 6. While also having Hulk early. Brutal. Not a whole lot we could do about that. If this was a paper TCG chat, I'd call a judge when they drew it for the 3rd time. I'd be like, listen, I need you to watch this person shuffle for me. This is not okay. Ain't no way. No way, no how. Alright, let's take it from the top. They can't all go like that, right? Right? Double cheat paper TCGs. Surprise Pikachu face. First Arishem opponent of the day. Let's see how this matchup feels. Oh, actually, with Black Swan in hand, I actually don't need to play these out. It is better to not play them out, because that way I'm less likely to have priority for my Titania turn. Or 5. But Nocturne to the right here, just in case it sends a big danger room.
Dig up this time.
Yes, ideally you want a Captain Marvel before you murder. Do I snap on that, chat? That's kind of the dream, yeah? I guess I'm only gonna be able to get to 13 in the middle though, and 13 on the right. Yeah, ideally you want to martyr first. That way Captain Marvel moves second to cover what she could do. This literally fills everywhere, yeah? It only gives me 13 here and 13 here, though. Danger room. Nocturne's moving into the danger room.
Behold my mighty hand.
Yeah, it's not a big enough numbers here. We needed, the next namesake. We needed there to not be ninjas, actually, is what we needed.
Higher, further, faster, baby.
We needed to be able to stack these with everything. Either of those. Yeah, that's true. The way Nocturne ends up, Cerebro wouldn't have done it. Ideally, we needed these to not be full of ninjas. Cerebro, my favorite archetype. Nope, not remotely. Just played a long conquest match using the Gwen discard deck you played recently against Classic Hitmonkey Bounce, so the most fun I've had to snap in a while. Glad you enjoyed yourself, Durza. Hollywood K, thank you for the 15 months. Appreciate it. Welcome back. Anytime we have Black Swan in the opener, we want to just sit on our ones. Snap on the Captain Marvel draw. Your hand's pretty good. Good. Agent Coulson is so freaking correct. I was super giant control. It's okay. It has a hard-ish time playing into Arishem. It's a control deck that's trying to line up its answers. No, Martyr Mid will move. I think it's this. I think my assumption is if they play for here, they have a hard time keeping up in these two, but it could come down to their Gwenpool triggers. Which Bob and Rocket in case of Goliath. Maybe?
Duels balls.
It was because of Martyr and Captain Marvel's order. For fuck's sake. God damn it, Carol. God damn it, Carol. I also would have won if I would have switched Hydra, Bob, and Rocket Raccoon. There was actually no reason. I just messed this up. There was actually no reason to not put Rocket here, because if they play anything here, I just needed a card here. The stats didn't matter because it's Mojo World, and Hydra Bob should have gone in the center. I win this 100% of the time with what they did here if Bob's here. That's just on me. Alright, I want to give this some more chances. I just had a big mistake there, followed by some bad variants, but we need to run some ads. I'll see you in 120 seconds. We're going to play some more Cerebro 5 when we get back. Thanks for hanging out. Ajax or Copycat for the keys? I mean, Ajax isn't likely a very good card. Even if Ajax is a good card, he's a very narrow card that essentially only goes in, like, Hazmat shells, so it mostly comes down to, do you want to play Hazmat decks? I finally hit Infinite. My longest season since my first two. I mean, you do realize we're less than 2 weeks into the season, right? you still had dump, like, it always makes me, there's always a lot of comments like, oh, I finally hit infinite. It's like on day 3 or 4, and it's like, my dear gamer, it started 3 days ago. You think Copycat having a strong ability with no downside might be too strong? Well, the answer to that question, it's kind of worthless to speculate on. All right, I'll just wait a little bit and see how the card actually plays. Crawler into White Hot Room is pretty good for the opponent. Not playing for the White Hot Room? Oh, they don't want to Enchantress White Lizard. Sure. Torn. It might be right for me to fill this turn to deny them the energy. The energy actually doesn't matter for me. There's no reason to commit more stuff here. Winnable. I Doctor and saved them a cube, though. That was the best draw on our deck. That was accurate. And they have 10 energy, though, because they also filled the White Hot Room last turn. Fuck you, murder! Fuck you! And then we actually, God, fuck you too, asshole. We actually only lost because they had Red Skull of all things. We actually only lost. Martyr wasn't a big deal. We're winning the center if we have a Cerebro bonus. So it was the combination of Red Skull's ongoing breaking Cerebro. Good play by them. Really interesting. They drew and played the card that easily and obviously beat what I was doing. Strong tactical play. Please tell me all of the other options they had that were like I get it. They didn't not play the Red Skull. I guess the option was not playing the card that they generated randomly that happened to disable my entire deck. So you're right. They managed not to fuck that up, I guess. Didn't trip walking down the stairs. Pay him a compliment.
Opponent snapped.
These locations suck for me. I'm gonna leave.
Escaped.
This is my not so fair warning after I've banned 2 people that if you think being lippy in my chat after I'm obviously annoyed by a close loss, I'm just gonna go ahead and send you out to pasture. I don't need the peanut gallery. Just like all the things that had to break their way in order for that game to happen the way it did.
This land can never be fully known.
Opponent snapped.
I guess I could have taken... No, I can't even take a draw for Cerebro because of Weird Worlds. I was hoping to post a highlight with this, but honestly, after the couple of chatters and then those games of this opponent, I had to take a breather into something else before we turned the stream off. General shout out to Second Dinner that emotes have basically never improved my desire to play this game and have frequently made me want to turn off the stream. Yeah, if you want to update the OTA command for the patch cycle and indicate that those are confirmed dates, that'd be great. My favorite type of location. One that adds extra cards to my hand. No, Goran, right after a big set of changes like we had yesterday, it's very unlikely that I revisit a deck on the second day. Got like half a dozen things I want to try that are brand new. After a bigger OTA, I need to build up my backlog of decks that can highlight.
Opponent snapped. Oh, snap.
Not our day, video gamers.
I am reborn.
Oh, I just have to leave. They have, for people that are coming in that are only half paying attention, they have 2 copies of Swarm in their hand. Yeah, the play to win line is hope they punt here and then we play hard for here, but I think they put a Swarm in the center every time.
Escaped.
To people asking me very specific deck building questions, I copied a deck off the internet and imported it into my client. If you would like to play other cards, I would encourage you to go ahead and play other cards. I don't have answers for you. I'm trying to play games to figure out maybe why the person that built this deck made the choices they made. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. There is no good replacement for Nico. She is a unique and powerful effect that has no other card that does as many things as she does. If you are missing Nico Minaru, she should be the first Series 5 card you get with tokens. Truth's Advocate, thank you for the 3/4 of a year. I guess she's in a Spotlight cashier soon. But there isn't a replacement for her. She's a unique, powerful effect. Why are we roping me on the first turn of the game, opponent? It's gonna be one of those days. I want you to think of Electra as a 1/6 with White Widow. Is the easy, obvious synergy everybody who's confused about the card is missing in the deck.
Victory.
I only have 2,500 tokens. Is there a faster way to get some? Your credit card will unlock collector's tokens at a pretty solid rate. I've never hit infinite. Any tips? Yeah, snap more and retreat more. My number one barometer for new players to kind of measure the quality of your play in Marvel Snap is that if you are not retreating games that you snapped in with some frequency, you're either not snapping enough, not retreating enough, or likely both. Infinite tickets are up to now 10, I think. I don't really count, it doesn't matter. I'll always have more infinite tickets than I have time to use. Seems fine. Okay, win here some amount of the time, yeah. Cool man about to be killmongered. I think this matchup's bad for me, so I'm gonna snap here. I don't know that we're a favorite by any means, but...
Victory.
Ajax ticking up is a very deliberate animation. We'll see. Some of these builds have room for Killmonger, some of them don't. I think the ones with magic usually don't play Killmonger, which should be ideal for us. But also some of them are Luke Cage decks, which would not be ideal for our Hazmat deck. Actually, I think they're likely to Wong in the middle here, yeah? We could just not hit a raccoon to save our lives. Oh, I'm breaking a draw. Shit. Skeleton. Assuredly, this is the turn where they play into Murder World, right?
Escaped.
Decline playing my Hazmat deck into Luke Cage. Doesn't sound like fun. Two blades seems good for us. What's up about that? Let's see how this goes. Snap that Centonia draw here. So choke him on the left. Also going them up in both of these spots. For 4, so 33% chance to have my Viper. Oh. Arishem rank. If you want to play with Arishem, you should buy Arishem. He's a good playable Marvel Snap card. There's a chance they punt the middle, right? Why don't they fix Arishem? You mean like the card borders? Probably because it's not a game-breaking bug. So they're not a huge rush. Weird stay. Alright, I was thinking about doing it earlier, and after the Arishem meta is so stupid comment, I'm sorry, non-subs. I'm putting chat in sub mode for the first time in a while. We're having a bad morning for variants, and I'm gonna turn the stream off if I have to read too many more of these non-sub takes. It's just consistently bad non-subscribers with every take that's made me want to reach out into my monitor and be like, God, stop, please stop. Those fucking days, chat. Alright, going to 50-50. We got that going for us. Gold Cade, thank you for 4 months. I appreciate the third of the year. Welcome back. Giggity Gary, thank you for the gifted subs. I appreciate it, Trex. Literally, the only card out of my opponent's deck that they have played is Loki, and incidentally, they haven't won any cubes. Those two things are related.
but still a little late.
Leave them. No, they just actually. We're dead. This game's a lot harder than the one we played before it because my opponent has played cards that aren't Loki. Machine at random. Yeah, big.
Escaped.
That's so bad for me on average in this matchup. They have so much more beef. Hey, Andrew, thank you for the 8 months on the YouTube side. Appreciate it.
Escaped.
Oh my gosh. Oh man. Broad is really telling me to take a 3-day weekend today. I wanted to do a full stream day, but we are inching closer to 3-day weekend. Inching, running, sprinting towards. Wave into play Cyclops on Washington, D.C. For fuck's sake, Arishem. Seriously? Try to Goliath me on Washington, D.C. Is that where we're at?
All hail Hydra!
Hold on, that doesn't beat me. Oh.
Victory.
It's cool. It's cool. This is the start of a comeback. We queued up with a sweeper I put together. We won the first round. I'm gonna roll the ads that need to roll. I'm gonna hit the bathroom, and we're gonna come back. We're gonna win a bunch of games of Marvel Snap, okay? Catch you on the flip side. Hey, don't fill my water bottle, subs. Here, me. And Arishem players have a hard time retreating. I think that's just like I'm playing the best deck syndrome. On average, people playing the best deck always seem to retreat less anecdotally. Serious business. Thank you for the 19 months. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Dull sir, thank you for the prem. I appreciate it. I know nothing about the refer a friend event, except I think it starts on the 26th. Other than that, I don't know the details. It's not live yet, so I haven't bothered to look. But a ham left, because we might Viper there. This got a lot more chaotic. Anything too scary at Wong should get stopped by, Goose. Just do this and then expect to win here because of Goose. I guess I could play like a big 6-drop on the left that's bigger than Gamora. Get like blobbed or something. How many years do I have to watch to get Shillionaire? It takes about 2,000 hours of watch time, assuming you're clicking the claim extra shillings button or have a browser add-on that does that for you. I assume they're going to split the difference playing to Starlet Citadel and Bifrost here because of the Widow's Kiss, and then Gamora's hopefully enough to win the left. Havoc, thank you for the 44 months. Appreciate that. Welcome back. And then they conveniently have priority here, so with Goose, this should be a lock.
Victory.
What's going on? I'm very good in general. Lot more good than bad in my life. Content stuff's been going swell. No 1 or 2 at our opener here really sucks, except all of our expensive cards. Next game here.
Escape.
I think Arishem just hit the state where any deck that occupies 25 to 40% of the metagame hits, where people just like, regardless of power level, would prefer more variety in their games. I don't think that's an unreasonable position to have. Again, it kind of shows how good Snap typically is on average, that a deck with a 25% play rate is considered really high in this game. Because, like, average Magic the Gathering format best deck is typically somewhere in the... play range around there.
I still believe in heroes.
No, we porked their Loki. Means they're gonna be forced to play good cards instead. It's unfortunate. I'm gonna do this actually, keep them guessing on whether or not I'm playing for the left. What he want enough on the right? Vision, and Nocturne make the math super murky here. Can you bear it to assuming they abandon here and do this? They also, like, are maybe playing here because it's Mojo World. I'm just worried about playing here and then they, like, move Vision and play a 6 drop. They split the difference. That's probably good for us. Well, Gamora plus D-Man or Gamora plus Titania was one of my favorite plays that a deck I played forever ago. It's such a solid, like, turn 6. It's getting 18 points or 17 points that you have the option to split up around the board feels solid a lot of the time. And then Gamora also has the upside of working with Daredevil on 5 periodically. %25 play rate in a modern tournament is crazy. Penalized for playing their pig out sooner. If they'd have waited, it could have been bigger in DC. Second round with this deck.
Hey, you found a rook.
Found the rock.
Opponent snapped.
My Demoning Hood. Probably. I think I'm staying for the snap. I'm just not sure what I'm doing with my turn. You snapped me on Loki for 2? The fuck is wrong with Loki players? Excuse me? Character do I'm pressing the button. They have Loki plus Quinjet, they have to snap, it's the rule. Something, shit. Yeah, okay, got him again.
Victory.
God, I hope you got a Spider Ham and a Nico Minaru. We gonna play 9-2, bud? Is that the plan? Alright, let's do it. Duke's up! Big, tough game of Marvel Snap in here. I must say, I'd forgotten how much Nico Hood Viper was one of my favorite threesomes in Marvel Snap. Such a wonderful trio.
Who they dig up this time?
Clear for takeoff.
They give Gamora a 9th point of base power. She's not cracked if she's a 513, right? Can we power creep her up a little bit? She feels like she's so close.
Can you understand me?
Nakamura to be as much as a 5'10"? That'd be a big one. For Dark Hawk. They can't Dark Hawk, right? There's a goose. What do I care about Dark Hawk? If they Dark Hawk, I'm winning center and right. Win 100% of the games they play Dark Hawk. Famous last words. Oh, Benjamin. Oh, Benjamin! For fuck's sake, Ben. Alright. Whew, Nocturne. With the most butt clench location ever on the last turn. Alright, cool, calm, and collected. We are now 2-0 into Arishem with our latest control room. Oh, you know what I just realized? I have the new Daredevil variant from the shop a little bit ago. Let's put that in here. This one, right? There's so much good art for this card. I typically don't do viewer decks the days after OTAs. Alright, we're hoping the Baxter building lives here. step before the base goes. If you Viper Titania over, does she come right back? She does, but you're also pretty unlikely to Viper Titania with her new text box. Sting! If they play something here I can't keep up with, I could probably shag it, yeah? Oh wow, they didn't play center. Uh-oh. Okay. That's Agent Coulson generated a nihilist, by the way. As always, easily the best card in the game. This is actually the best random card generation card in the game. I created both of these. Some kill, thank you for the prime, I appreciate it. 4s and 5s are very good, among the best cards in the game by a lot. I gotta sit here and think, is there a way I can win this? Probably not without drawing a copy of Viper. Viper doesn't even do it though, right? Because the Widow's Kiss will open up. I needed her last turn. Yeah, I just can't stay. That's fine. Hey, they're good variants. They're good card. They played Agent Coulson and Dr. Octopus instead of Loki, so they won the game. Yes, when Viper is played, the kiss would be 0 should she sends the Goblin over.
Oh, snap.
I'm gonna D-Med, and then I'm gonna Nico, so that way I can copy whatever I'm putting +6 on with the D-Med. Worst case, we copy the Goose and Goose 2 paths, but... About as bad as those could go for me. actually how crazy, it's actually crazy how often they play a Loki that's just like atrocious and should have never played it, and then they top deck their fucking perfect tech card and kill you. The shag with the left? I can't shake the left, chat. Fuck you, there's a goose there. Their 2 draws after they Loki'd were... Their 2 draws after they Loki'd were Dr. Octopus and Mockingbird.
Snap. Taking aim.
Shit. The problem here is after they play Loki, the rest of their hand gets the rest of their draws get supercharged. They could have a Viper. They could have a Viper. That's great. That's great, chat. What do you want me to do to fucking play around that? What game result am I supposed? What game action am I supposed to be taking? Thank you for telling me the thing that's already obvious and clear. They could have a Viper. Excellent. Any other highbrow observations you'd like to share with me? This is better than shagging. free mulligan this game if I want it. So does my opponent. Our hand's okay, but Warrior Falls isn't stellar for us. This also is probably bad for us. I guess I could fill them there. Have a demon in hand that we know about. This means Shang-Chi is game winning, yeah? 1 in 5. Really awful play from the opponent here. Oh, fuck me. I miscounted. I wasn't paying attention. God damn it. Did I really have priority there? No, wait, how did the... Oh, Titania was already face up. Yeah, okay. Got it. Yeah, I'm just an idiot. Sorry. I did not remotely deserve to win that game. Did not remotely deserve to win that game. But we will, we'll take it. I don't know what Arishem deck should be playing instead of Loki. I have not spent any time working on or thinking about or optimized or tuning those decks. I am not a person who sits and grinds the best deck. I don't enjoy playing mirror matches. So much worse for us than them. I have to play Titania Chicken now, but... Draw here. And is looking really good to knock on, yep. Oh, that feels good. And that feels good. Oh my god, we parked there, Shag? Gorgeous. Cool.
Victory.
I'm excited to win this one and then lose the 5th one. I'm committed though. Which Coulson card do you predict we'll lose to in the final game? Oh man. Asking the hard-hitting questions here. Which Coulson card do you expect we'll lose to in the final game? They have had Dr. Octopus and Mockingbird basically every game, yeah. They got a good hub card. Not that their entire deck isn't hub cards, but... Could have happened better, also could have happened worse. Gamora is a Marvel Snap card that's very close. She's very close to being very good. Oh my gosh, because Shag went before Professor X, that lets them tie the center. And they're going to 10 on the left, and that is a Heimdall. I don't know if my body's ready to lose to Mockingbird, right? Do I do this to draw 3 cards? I think I do this to draw 3 cards. Titania Hood Viper would be a really good 1, 2, 3. Possible different order. I guess that's best case. Best case was drawing Titania instead of him. Out of the people incorrectly saying Titania would have lost the game because of Invisible Woman, I would have played the Titania on the left to win the game to guarantee she couldn't jump across because we were playing for a breaker anyways. I only played the other three all on the right because the order didn't matter. Just classic 7 rounds into this game of Marvel Snap, and I've only seen 5 of the cards in their deck. They drew 1 card with this Jade. No, wait. They just draw 3 cards? They drew 3 cards with that Jade. Oh, it draws Blob guaranteed. Gotta leave. Take a 10-minute break, bud. It's never better than a 50-50, yeah? I guess there's a world where I do this, and this is guaranteed to hit the center, but then I'm only at 21 on the left. Mr. Negative was an Agent Coulson card after all. Oh god, it fucking hurts. I win this on a 50-50. Nope, I do not. They're playing Arnim Zola in their deck on top of Blob. They're playing Arnim Zola. And they Agent Coulson, Mr. Negative, and they Jane Fostered out of the Arishem cards. I don't know, like, again, I know it feels incredibly bad, but like, we won more games than we lost in that set. We just lost the wrong ones, yeah? Have some adverts. I'll be back in 2 minutes. And and honestly, this is where all the negativity about this comes from in the what's it called, right? Like this is big Magic the Gathering energy, high variance, no agency, just like happens to get got. And like you could beat it more than you lost to it, but the games that you lose feel so bad. They feel like Magic the Gathering. The game makes Arishem makes Marvel Snap more like Magic the Gathering in traditional card games. That's what it does. Volgreta, thank you for the 14 months. And it's hard to move past the negativity bias of, okay, this was really unlikely and I beat it more than I lost to it, but the game that I lost was so unlikely and felt so bad, it doesn't matter that I beat it more than I lost to it for a significant amount, right? Like that's irrelevant. Because the game that I lost there will stick in my mind way more vividly than the dozen other games where their deck just kind of flops around and does nothing because it's higher variance and it low rolled. It's very, very difficult for people to parse that remotely objectively. I don't think that's remotely true, Mech. The power level of what they're doing is way different. And usually what they're doing is apparent before the last turn of the game. Dot Potato Framework, thanks for the prime. And it's also worth noting that we ultimately lost that game to a card they elected to actually put in their deck, which was Arnim Zola, right? Humans aren't logical beings. We experience something bad like that and it sticks with us. EJK, thank you for the 5 months. McFaddy, thank you for the 2 months of Prime. I appreciate it. And then, this is our 4th Arishem opponent in a row since we switched to this deck. Which that is also an element of card games that feels bad to people. Playing the same matchup 4 times in a row is not enjoyable regardless of the power level. Which I think that's the other part of it, right? A lot of the complaints about this card aren't remotely related to power level. They are about the popularity and the explicit, really negative feel bads of when it hits. Look at that. Welcome to our latest Shillionaire randoms. Be sure to ping me on the Discord server to get access to Beverly Shills. Our next Shillionaire will have to spend 1 less. I'm leaving here. This looks pretty bad for us. How can you tell they're playing Arishem? Deck size on the deck tracker. I'm gonna hold this actually, because I have Nico in hand. Julian Genus, thanks for the brand new primer, appreciate it. Yeah.
Oh,
Humans are prone to finding patterns in things that don't have patterns, so statistically, a deck could be abysmal, but if a human loses to Arishem more than once every game, it's unwinnable because they had everything, yeah. It's like when you hear of a very common complaint I have heard in many places about Arishem is the Arishem decks are all tech cards. But then you open up the Arishem decks and you look at them, and they're like 1 to 4 tech cards. And then when you factor in that their deck's twice as large, in reality, that's like half to 2 tech cards, right? Which is very similar to the average amount of tech cards that basically any other Marvel Snap deck. Functionally identical. Up. They lost Shang. Hey, thank you for the Biddy's Lunatic. That's very generous of you. Comic Cave, thank you as well. I just don't understand why the thought that Arishem is bad. There is not a single person I have seen in the entirety of the Marvel Snap community that has said Arishem is bad. Not a single person. There are people such as myself who have been talking very loudly about Arishem not being busted, but that's very different than saying Arishem is bad. I don't have, for people asking me my opinions about how to build the Arishem deck, I have no idea. I am not someone who sits here and tweaks and tunes and optimizes best decks. Does not spark joy for me. This person is playing Leech and Galactus in their Arishem deck. Think I have to leave here? I think I have to leave here. Oh, they also left. Rip. Should've stayed. Yeah, should've stayed.
Oh, snap.
Snap you time. Spread these out here so we don't have to worry about Galactus this game.
Squad still a little light. Hey, Cody, thank you for the 33 months. Appreciate it. Okay, so I'm about to get leeched, so I'm gonna Shang them center. The first Mockingbird was generated by freaking Coulson. I didn't look. The first Mockingbird was generated by freaking Coulson. Fury, whoever, this asshole. Stop it. All right, I don't have time. I don't have any patience for the people that are correcting me on the thing that I obviously, and if you ask a Republican, that means I have dementia, right? I mixed up the names of two different things that are very closely related. Honestly, just one of the deeply most stupid things about all the conversations surrounding Biden. Just like, he mixed up two names that are closely related to each other, so his brain must be mush. Just like, easily takes from people who have never actually had any type of public speaking experience. That's also something that happens more frequently to people who have a stuttering disorder like he does. It's not even about forgetting names. I know who Nick Fury is. It's just your brain groups things that are related together. And when you're talking about things, it's easy to say one thing that's related to the other. I think all of the discourse surrounding Biden and should he drop out or not really points to how deeply fucked up all the media is in this country. Because most of the calls for him to drop out are being made by like, I can't tell you the number of, God bless America. Oh my God, it's just been... I'll see you Monday. I'm done. Peace.